Hello Internet, Starguy 1001 here. Today I've got for you my red-green eldrazi beatdown, powerhouse, whatever you want to call it. Basically, it wins on the premise of big bad creatures that have Annihilator. It could be called whatever deck label you want to put on it. Just for simplicity, I just call it my Eldrazi's. I run 13 forests and 11 mountains, just because that goes with the ratio of green to red creatures that I have in the deck. Now then, for the creatures and the spells, in order from lowest to highest mana cost. Get those out of the way. Okay, first off, we have 4 Nest Invaders, just for early game spawn and to help with the mana acceleration. Then we've got 4 Kozilek's Predator. With Kozilek's Predator, it's again just spawn, and I mean, the fact that he's a 3/3 helps a bunch. I mean, who doesn't love a 3/3 that puts in 2 spawn? It's amazing. Now then, now that we've got all our spawns from the creatures out of the way, we've got 3 Brood Wardens to help make those spawns useful for things other than mana. Then we throw in an additional 3 Emrakul's Hatchers for more spawn. And then for even more spawn, we throw in 3 Rapacious ones. Now we're into the big Eldrazi's. We're out of the drones into my favorite creatures. Hand of Emrakul. You've gotta love Hand of Emrakul in an Eldrazi deck. Because, yes, I know and I realize that the little circle up in the corner says 9. I get that. If the camera will focus, you will too. Anyway, just trust me, it says 9. But the effect on here says that I can just sacrifice 4 spawn and bam. Hand of Emrakul, 7/7, Annihilator 1 on the field for 4. I mean, who doesn't love those odds? Got 1 Artisan of Kozilek, forever alone. Sad face, I know. Just to help me bring back some of the smaller stuff and increase the spawn in case they kill it. Then we've got Kozilek himself, which just helps with maintaining card advantage. So that, and I mean, the fact that he's a 10/10 Annihilator, or a 12/12 Annihilator 4 doesn't hurt either. Got 2 Pathraisers of Ulamog. Gotta love Pathrazor. Annihilator 3 for 11, 9/9. Happy to pay that cost. Then I've got the biggest, baddest creature in all of Magic the Gathering, in my opinion. I have yet to see one who is stronger, who has better effects, and is just this Emrakul, the Aeons of Torn, is just the total package in my opinion. I mean, you're sitting here with your 15/15 Annihilator 6, protection from colored spells. You get to take an extra turn whenever he comes into play. He's flying, you can't counter it. I mean, he's basically a war machine. He's a war machine with tentacles, is pretty much Emrakul, which is why I love him so much. Now then, onto the spells. I run 2 Might of the Masses, because as you saw, bunch of spawn, and we're going to be putting in even more with my spells over here. Got my Spawning Breath, 4 of those. Got Brood Birthing, 2 of those. Got 2 Growth Spasms, and 3 Skittering Invasions. So, as you saw just while I was going through the deck, this deck revolves a lot around spawn. Spawn in this is the name of the game. The only real reason I haven't thrown any other really big, high-cost creatures in, other than Emrakul and Kozilek and Pathrazor, is because of the fact that this is an Eldrazi deck, and in my mind, whenever you call something by a tribe, it only needs creatures from that tribe. So that's what I try to do here, and it's worked really well for me. I've won 2 tournaments with this deck. Actually, even though it can be kind of slow on some days and lacks from 1 drops just because they didn't put any out in the Eldrazi set. It made me kind of sad whenever I figured that one out. But Other than that, I think the deck runs great. I don't really think that there's a too terrible lot that the deck lacks from. In the future, I hope to incorporate an Ulamog and actually turn this into an Eldrazi Legend deck. What I mean by Eldrazi Legend is I'm really big on the storyline behind Magic the Gathering. I love reading up on the storyline. In fact, that's something I do almost daily, is I'll pick a race or pick a story and go online and then read it. I'll pick a character and follow him through 3 or 4 stories. Or her, if it's Liliana or Chandra or Nisa or one of the others. And what I'm lacking for the Legend is Ulamog and a few more Planeswalkers. Other than that, I mean, the Legend, the story isn't really all that specific. But, so yeah, comment, rate, subscribe. Thanks, bye.